Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on another easy camping adventure. Today I'm riding across Washington State through the Badlands of eastern Washington, heading to visit my parents in Idaho. Now the plan is I'm going to meet up with my parents and we're going to be camping for a few days, and we're going to use that time to do some ATV riding out on some Forest Service roads and trails in central Idaho. My mother is 86 years old now, almost 87, but she's not doing this ride because she's in her 80s and thinks she should have an adventure. She's been doing this all her life. I'll put a picture in here when she was 18. This was taken at Grand Coulee Dam. This was on her, I think this was her first Harley Davidson. Now you wouldn't want to think that just because my mother has ridden motorcycles all her life and owned several Harleys that she's somehow some kind of cliche biker person. She's actually a Christian lady. She's never smoked or drank or used foul language. She just knows how to have a good time. And I inherited that thirst for adventure from her. It's actually been several years since we rode together, so we're really looking forward to this camping trip. Well, this is nice. I came ahead, beat my parents here. This was the camping spot they were hoping to get. They were hoping there wouldn't be anybody else here, and this entire campground is empty. Now when I used to come here in my younger days, there was no campground here. This was just the forest, so I hope I found the right spot. I'm pretty sure I did. Look at that, here comes my sleeping accommodations. Well, I barely beat him here. Cool. Okay, well, let's have a quick tour here. They've gone back to get the ATVs. Man, talk about easy camping. Look at this. Wow. It's got a freezer, a refrigerator, a stove, an oven, a microwave. It's got a heater in here somewhere, and an air conditioner up here. Got the nice, it's even got a shower. We can shower if we don't use too much water, and its own restroom and everything. That will be the master bedroom for my parents. This thing pops out, and that'll be my bed. This is really nice. Sounds like I hear my parents coming back. I think they've got an axe and maybe some better firewood. Plus I'm hungry. I want to start roasting some hot dogs. Got chairs on the front, all prepared. This is my mom's 4x4. I think this is the one I'm going to be running. And then this is my stepdad's. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. So you guys know I have a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel. Thought I mentioned that somewhere. Yeah, well, I'm sure I have. A YouTube channel is just TV on the internet. That anybody can... Then the next morning we were off on a ride. As I said before, I hadn't ridden with my mother for several years. That alone made this ride really special. But what really made it special was everything my parents had to go through to get to this spot. In 2015, a devastating forest fire swept through the little town where they lived, and my parents lost everything they owned. My mother escaped just with the clothes she was wearing and a $20 bill. My dad escaped with the pickup, and also he rescued the horses, but everything else was lost. My mother lost her motorcycle. They lost their ATVs. My dad lost his motorcycle. My mother lost her prized Ford Thunderbird. My dad lost his little convertible. Everything was gone. They only had the horses left. I remember my brother called me on the phone and he said, "Dan, Mom doesn't have anything. She doesn't have a bed, she doesn't have a table, she doesn't have a chair, she doesn't have a cup, she doesn't have a spoon, she doesn't have anything." I, of course, came over to see if there was anything I could do and help in any way I could, and I remember the hopelessness in my mother's eyes. At 77 years old, how could she ever hope to have a motorcycle again? No, I'm good. We're not sure which direction to go here, so Dad went back to read the sign. We're either going up this road or this road. We're trying to find the Lewis and Clark Cedar Grove. I was back with the news. Looks like we're going straight.
Yeah, on up the road.
Okay. Of course, we couldn't leave things that way, so her grandson and myself and my younger brother all pitched in and replaced her motorcycle in less than a month. And here you can see my mother's natural tendency for fun and adventure. As we pulled down in here, she took off trail through the trees, trying to find a more rugged and adventurous path. And so naturally I followed her. That was fun. Wow, this is really cool. Is this the Lewis and Clark Cedar Grove then?
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's not.
No, this is just a campsite.
Oh, it's a nice campsite.
It is. No, I think we missed it.
Yeah, if it stayed like this, what a swimming hole, huh?
Good fishing hole too.
Except there won't be this pit deep in the summer.
No.
What's he saying?
Said it should be a good fishing hole. That's what I think too. It looks like a good fishing hole.
Maybe.
All these trees down in here. Maybe up there where there's some white water. Wow, what's big cedars. Then as we tried to ride off, my machine refused to start. I don't know what was wrong with it. Hey, don't want to start. But you know, when there's mechanical difficulties, there's no one better to have around than my dad. Having our first troubles. It doesn't want to start.
Is it in gear? It won't start in gear.
No, it's in neutral. He's so calm and easygoing. I don't think I've ever seen him grumpy. He's always in a good mood and just very practical. Just takes care of the situation. Thank you. Well, eventually we made it to the Lewis and Clark Cedar Grove, but It was kind of disappointing. Those trees weren't that big or numerous. It was just a quick stop.
Hopefully it'll start again. Here, I'll get this thing and then we can just go.
Want to trade horses with me for a while?
It doesn't matter.
It might be foul on the float too. It does that.
Okay, well that's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's possible. I'll ride it for a little ways.
Okay, let's see if you start it.
My machine still wasn't running very well. It refused to idle and everything, so my dad took it to see if he could figure out what was wrong with it. Not long after that, we started hitting snow and finally just had to turn back for camp. And that was it for the day. We came back, had lunch. My mom and I went for a short ride nearby, then came back and had dinner and sat around and told stories. And that's how it went for the next couple days. I rode my motorcycle because the ATV I was using had a flat tire. We went and visited the little town of Pyrrhus. We had hoped to get some ice cream, but the town was too small for such commodities. While we were there, we visited the old Chinese cemetery. We stopped and posed for pictures. The last day my brother came up, brought his side-by-side, and our little eclectic group of vehicles drove around on the back roads. That night we had a wiener roast again, had some of my brother's potato salad, even brought up an ice cream maker and we had chocolate ice cream.
All dusty too, so you're getting it all broke in.
Oh, right. It looks like pig pen.
But all too soon it was over. Time to load things up and
Sorry, I can't
my
help you
least
move
favorite
this
part,
up home,
saying goodbye.
but you're used to that on your own. Good to see you, Ray. Bye, Mom. I'll see you soon. Won't be so long this time. It'll be in the next month or two.
Then it was the long, lonely ride home. Hey, if you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you clicked like, maybe even leave a comment. If you really want to support my channel, please subscribe.